scary indoor, Harley. Kelsey said that she thought that he doesn't like the indoor because one of the first times she ever came in here was in the winter. The snow was out there, and it scared the bees out.
That's actually like the biggest thing that I say. I don't like my stuff because it never comes back the same.
Something I read a long time ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tighten the girth. I tighten the girth in 3 stages. I tighten it just to make sure it doesn't get under their belly for any reason, and then I tighten it again after I move them around a little bit, and then I tighten it again after I move them around for a little bit. So I never do it in 1 shot or even in 2 shots. Yeah, like you used to see, like when I was a kid, you'd see the moms at the horse shows, and you'd see moms like this, trying to tighten the girth. And then the worst is when you watch somebody kick the horse in the stomach, like, stop blowing up. Yeah, it's awful. So even with this kind of pad, we definitely want to make sure this is all. And how tight that is already?
Check it out.
I would, but I didn't want to. Yeah, so it's already starting that way. It's only going to get a lot tighter. Yes, you're welcome. He's like, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. You're standing there. I need to talk to you. He's like, if you're standing there, I should have my mouth on you. We can play that game too. You're standing there, I should have my mouth on you. Yeah, you don't like it either.
Oh, so you're standing there.
Yeah? Good. Right, right. Yeah, I have my fingers crossed. Because then that foundation can get put on. I said my fingers crossed for you so that the foundation can get put on. Well, I mean, I catch you on your bad habits and I compliment your good habits. You have good habits, so it's just a matter of just being aware of all your habits. That's all. Right. Cultivating the good and being aware of the bad. Yeah. there's like one like rhyme or whatever, like loose elbows, strong wrists, or loose wrists, strong elbows, or whatever. There's one where, but all I know is I just don't want my hands bouncing out, so whatever I gotta do to make that. Not the end. Oh boy. I'm glad Kelsey had a good little canter. Even though she didn't ask for it and it wasn't in an arena, but at least she felt like she was responsive to it.
Yeah, she enjoyed it. She had a big old smile on her face. She said, "You cantered."
Too bad nobody was videoing. I would have loved that little, that little clip. It's funny, it's like, anytime like somebody goes out with their horse that wouldn't get on a trailer or things like that, and they're doing it now, it's not that I want to say, please say thank you over and over again. I'm thrilled to hear that the horse is getting to do stuff now. So like when he got to go on the trails, now he gets to go. It's thrilling to me that he's getting to do more things with his life now that he couldn't do before because he wouldn't get on a trailer. For a little while there, I was like the trailer guru. I had so many different my two farriers, and the one farrier he was passing by my house, and he stops, like I was putting the horses out and I was getting ready to cross the street. He stops in the middle of the street. He's like, "You know what I'm gonna call you?" It was too much to text. But you know what I'm gonna call you? I just gotta tell you what it's just too much to text. You know what I'm gonna call you from now on? After I saw what you did with that horse, you know what I'm gonna tell you? So he just kept like running. I'm like, dude, just tell me what you're gonna call me. He goes, "Trailer chick," and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I like that. Trailer chick. Yeah, I like trailer guru better. I want my horse to see everything out of both eyes. I always want to make sure that they've seen everything out of both eyes. So, and you always want to make sure that you do it at a slower speed, because unfortunately, if something were to scare them, you want to add speed to that.
Right.
So I always tell people you don't add speed to something that's broken. So I always make sure that nothing's broken in here. Like that flag may bother his left eye, it didn't bother his right eye.
Yeah.
He pointed at it, but it didn't bother, and he pointed at it after he passed it. I don't know if he watched his ear, but he pointed at it when you were right next to it, and then he pointed at it as he walked past it. His ear followed it behind him. Like, I pay attention to every little thing that they do, so that I know how I can help them if they're struggling. And sometimes they're very subtle about saying, "Ooh, this is a struggle." See, like my bareback pad didn't affect him at all. He wasn't paying any, looking attention to that. He's got to go potty. Yeah, I'm not, and nobody tells me to run while I'm pooping. You know what? They're capable of doing it on the run. Yes, they're designed to do it on the run. But do we have to make them do it on the run? I mean, yes, I say if the horse is like a race horse, show horse, whatever, you're not going to stop in the middle of a jumping course to go to the bathroom. Your horse does have to push through it. But if your horse is just a nice pleasure horse and you want to be good friends with your horse, I would like my friend to let me poop.